So my wife and we had our suspicions about Steven Crowder when quarterback Jared disappeared from the show. After watching Dave Landau's interview on Michael Malice's episode of You're Welcome on YouTube, it is quite clear that not only is Crowder a bad friend, but he is also a bad boss. His hypocrisy showed as Landau laid out the stipulations of his oppressive contract, which kept changing and changing, thus creating a hostile work environment so toxic that eventually he had to quit. Now, my question to Crowder fans is, are you still going to back the King of Mug Club, or are you going to cancel your subscription and choose not to support him? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Greetings, kings and queens of the internet. Jay Rhymes here at the Periodic Review. I want to earn your subscription today. So if I do, please consider giving this video a like and a share, crush that red subscribe button, and hit that bell to turn notifications so you don't miss a content release. You can now send all your topic ideas, articles, and videos to theperiodicreview@gmail.com. All of the information is in the description. Now, you have to forgive me. I'm really struggling for whatever reason. After I got better from being sick, I've been having some really terrible congestion issues, a lot of mucus, a lot of gross stuff. So if I have to cough in between this and take a drink of water or whatever, I just want to let you guys know ahead of time. Now, the reason my wife and I got suspicious was after quarterback Jared suddenly was no longer on the Louder with Crowder show. And that was, we could tell that there was some tension between some of the co-stars. It seems that the targeted hypocrisy seemed to jump to Dave Landau, who seemed very comfortable in the chaos, while Steven looked like he had lost his mind. Now, coming from someone who saw a flip change from a manager's gone wild situation, my heart goes out to these guys who refuse to take the verbal and contractual abuse from their leader. Now, what are some things you can do to keep the abuse at bay? There's a couple of things I would recommend, because I've now gone through this twice in two different companies and dealing with different situations. Obviously, it's the time old tell what they say. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. And a third time, well, F you and F me, I'm out, kind of a deal. I think it's important to stand up for yourself, but definitely go through the proper channels and ways according to your policies and procedures of the company that you're working for. It's important to talk to HR or talk to your direct manager, whoever you feel comfortable with, divulging the information. But yeah, at some point in time, when it gets to the point where you've done all of your due diligence, you've contacted the right people, you've submitted all of the information you need to, and at some point you just need to go, well, I'm sorry, I've given you guys the opportunity several times to take care of business here, and you guys aren't taking care of business, so I'm going to seek employment elsewhere. And I think it's important to do that when times get tough with these kinds of things. Now, I'm going to be 100% transparent with you all. My wife and I enjoyed very much the content on Louder with Crowder for a while, but we could see the change where he was becoming even more decisive, even more arrogant, and it seemed like his ego could fill the production room. We could definitely tell that there was some stuff going on behind the scenes, and it definitely was bleeding into the content. Now, we were considering canceling our Blaze subscription until the announcement came that he was leaving the Blaze. Now Crowder's blatant mischaracterization of the non-contractual terms list, calling the terms that was sent to him from the Daily Wire the big con from conservative platforms, then finding out that he was being, if not more oppressive to his own employees, and even friends have left a bad taste in the content consumption. Now, the recording of his friends' conversation is a whole other thing. And then airing those conversations out on a huge public platform in gotcha tactics is all we need to know where Crowder's loyalty lies. And all of it is it's about power. It is about the money, and it's about the contractual loyalty, doing whatever it takes to be on top. Now, I know that's a lot to say about somebody, but in light of the information that just came out from these different things, that's where I'm at right now on this situation. But do you think it's okay for Crowder to record his conversation, even with his friends? I think especially when you are somebody who is in the public light and you're having a lot of discussions behind closed doors and trying to figure things out, especially when he's trying to figure out where he's going to go after the Blaze. I mean, it makes sense, like from a business standpoint, to make sure that people aren't mischaracterizing you or taking something out of context and then having that backup just in case. But I think for him to air out his grievances over on YouTube the way that he did from Jeremy over at the Daily Wire, I was just like really surprised, to be honest, because as far as I understood, like he was really friendly with the majority of those folks over there. And then as soon as he came out with all this, what was it? Brett Knowles, Matt Walsh, definitely Candace Owens, definitely shots fired for sure back at Crowder. And it's just like one of those things where you're just like, well, what exactly you're trying to do here. Now I get, maybe you're trying to, create a buzz or whatever, but at the expense of people that you consider friends. I mean, it was really surprising to see for me. So, I mean, luckily we didn't, we joined the newsletter, but in light of this information, obviously I'm not going to back Mug Club anymore. I'm not going to back Steven Crowder. I'm not going to give any of my hard-earned money over to somebody who doesn't treat his co-stars and other individuals that work on his team the way that they do. And obviously it could be possible that this is just like 1 or 2 time things, but when you've heard these different rumors going on and then you've seen this particular video over at Mike Malice's YouTube channel, it's really hard to say that it's not a one-time deal, that it's something that is ongoing, and it's something that clearly Mr. Crowder needs to work on some things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And from my family to yours, as my voice is about to go, good night.